Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go, and here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the rout is on here in this first half. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby. All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. All right, now look at 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Set. Green, 39. No. Check three. Gun. Blue, Leopard. All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
I want to hear you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
22 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a third down. Goff on third down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here we go now.
On fourth down, Goff. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They come up in an offset eye.
Set. All right, let's go. To 3-19.
To the air again. Goff. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Cooks, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Watch it, let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
The slot man in motion right. And with the play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll look to throw here. And he's got room. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second down now after the pass completion. One receiver left, two to the right. Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go. Over.
And they'll run it here. And that play is blown up. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for batting. It away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skilled.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Yeah. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go. 3,
third down. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 9. And picking up the first. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll drop. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now. Watch the safety creep. All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the screen pass. 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talk.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half. And
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys are able to get a score back. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
No.
Check. Lucky.
Here we go now. Boom. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Over.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
$10 yards to go on third. They slot Gronkowski outright.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Leopard, here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
No. Check. Patriot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 64 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Surveying the field. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Gone!
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Man, that's trash. That's
Here
trash.
we go now. 3, 19. Leopard.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch right. Watch right.
They'll look to throw here. He's got time. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. A good game. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
He'll look to throw. He's got time. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. After the interception, here's Goff. Finding time. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Cooks with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Single. I got a single in the slot. I got 15.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Tight right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Gun. All right, here we go. Green.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing now, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Can't find anyone open. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is caught at the 8th. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Redskins going up against the Bengals. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Washington Redskins and our home team. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Here we go. We got three.
Here's Brissett. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one good for 12 yards, and it'll be third down.
I think the good offensive coordinators of the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Going for, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw. And how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, he's going to take a shot. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Bortles to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Bortles. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And here's the Redskin defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Looking for, he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their big-bodied receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. Boy, tie game, 1st quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Shift together here from the D-line. Halfback sent in motion. Brissett. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's brought down. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Here's the first carry for Matt Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Josh Doxson's got it complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Being under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Redskins. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Play action. Now it's Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. And a little bit surprising, the offense is going to try to go for it here.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Come on, let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brissett. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. What? 9. Ohio. Come on. Flex round. Flex round. Come on. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Bortles now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield.
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. Now a play fake. Bortles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Ace, here we go. Blue 45, 58,
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Brissett completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Brissett. Wilson snags it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Washington first down. So they're operating in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds. Toe tapping.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On play action, now Bortles. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Rush it! Rush it! Rush it!
Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Check 50.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And quickly they get to the line. And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now is Bortles. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go! Green 39!
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go! Green 90! Hey, watch it, watch it!
Now Bortles got to have this one. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Slow.
Sponge.
Here we go now.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here I come. Green, blue 45, blue hot.
Again, it's Bortles. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go.
Bortles is going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure that they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
Put together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now Jones. And running room hard to... And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 26, Mike.
In motion left is Wilson. And the offense still needs 9 yards here on 3rd and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath, and when you catch it just right.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're going to speed things up here.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss. Not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here come the Redskins now. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.